Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and welcome to the live Q&A from LA, Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for joining me. Let's get going, guys. Okay, so thanks for joining me. The picture is a little funky. Come on, guys. There we go. And you can see my hair. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right. All right, so let's say hello to everybody that's here early. I always appreciate that. I'm going to pop out the chat and move it over to this side. Elizabeth Gutman, thank you for joining me. Grand Illusion, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Mr. Singleton, thanks for joining me again. I'm doing great. Hope everyone else is doing great. So the first thing I'll talk about is a little bit of news, which I thought was pretty cool. As you are maybe aware, let's see where we can... oops. Here we go. Yesterday, on Thursday, the SEC rejected the Winklevoss twins Bitcoin exchange traded fund. They are, if you're not familiar with that, and I'm not really, it has to do with being able to trade Bitcoin like a stock without actually buying the Bitcoin. And it's kind of in a regulated trading environment. And the Winklevoss twins have been trying to get this to go through since last year, or the year before, I think. They initially proposed it. They were rejected last year in March, and then they got rejected again yesterday. And of course, Bitcoin took a little bit of a nosedive when that happened. And I was a little bit depressed, and everything was kind of dark and dreary. And then, lo and behold, I woke up this morning, and Bitcoin was back up. So that's really good news. It used to be early in the year that whenever there was bad news about Bitcoin, it just kind of kept driving it down further and further. It was like... you know, just keep beating Bitcoin down. Every time there was bad news, every time it would start to try to recover, there'd be some new thing that they'd say in the news that was, you know, anti-Bitcoin or bad news about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin would just go down. This time, Bitcoin shook it off pretty good, and I think that's pretty cool. Hey, Parley, thanks for joining me. Hello, Scott. Good day. Good day. I guess that's how you say it. Paul Silva, thanks for joining me. So we're talking about the fact that Bitcoin has resisted bad news, and I think that's good news. I think that as time goes by, Bitcoin is going to be able to shake off a lot of these this bad news, these news items. And I've always noticed that that the mainstream media, and I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist or theorist, but the mainstream media always tends to bash Bitcoin whenever they have a chance. So those are the stories that get the most traction in the big name news agencies, you know, like Forbes and CNBC. Actually, I have to say CNBC is pretty objective when it comes to Bitcoin now. They seem to cover both the good and bad. But a lot of big, you know, like Wall Street Journal and New York Times and Forbes and all these big names, they tend to really push the bad news. And in the past, that's usually pushed Bitcoin down. But in this case, now Bitcoin is shaking off bad news and is a little bit more resilient. And, you know, you're aware that we're kind of in an uptick for this since the last few weeks from the dreaded days of early 2018. So I think that's good news. And then I also, as I was looking to put these stories up, I noticed that today a U.S. lawmaker was asking for more regulation for Bitcoin and crypto regulation. Crypto, and that's nice because they mention, you know, crypto instead of Bitcoin. So the problem that I see in a lot of articles that I read is they'll talk about Bitcoin and how horrible it is and how unregulated it is and how full of criminals and fraudster it is, and then in the next, before the first opening paragraph is even open, they're talking about ICOs, and Bitcoin is not ICOs. You know, ICOs don't even use Bitcoin, they use Ethereum. So they always try to muddle the two, and most people, Christabel, can you turn down whatever you're listening? Is that you with the screaming? Yeah. Please turn that down, please. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter has found Discord, and she's figured out that you can talk during Discord. And so all of her friends are talking and playing and having fun. So, and I like that. That's cool. All right, guys. So let's, you know what? I'm not even showing you my screen. I'm talking about all these articles here. So this is the article that I thought was interesting. If you look at it, a U.S. lawmaker is calling for more crypto regulation. And I used to be a little skittish about that, but now I think that this is a good thing. The more crypto becomes talked about and regulated, the more the normal Joe will be amiable to dealing with it. Maybe buying some of it, maybe using it to pay for something. So I think that's a good thing. So I just noticed this story today. I thought that was pretty cool. So let me take a look. Hello to everybody. Octavio. Nano coins on the ledger. Okay, so people have been asking me about Nano, and I believe that it is, let's see here. I believe it's supported on the ledger, right? Let's go right here. Yeah, I'm certain of it, but this is the little link that I usually use to check it out. Come on, baby. Okay. All right. In case you need this, it's a good way to double check, you know, what Nano is, or the Ledger Nano S is supporting. What were we looking for? Nano coins. Of course they would support nano coins, right? There's Neo. There it is, Nano. Okay, so how do you store Nano coins on your Ledger Nano S? All right, so the first thing you'll need to do is add support on your Ledger Nano S. So I've got my Ledger here. I'm going to enter my PIN. Try not to move my lips while I'm putting in my PIN. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay. I've been having a little trouble with my Ledger lately. I don't know. It's not being recognized by Windows. I think it must be some sort of Windows update. All right. So if you're not aware, Ledger Live is now the go-to software for the Ledger. All right. And it has a password. And that was incorrect. All right, so when you're using Ledger Live and you want to add support for a new cryptocurrency, you go over here to the manager, and it's going to instruct you to allow access by pressing the button here. All right, and once you've done that, then you're going to need to go over to Nano, right, and install. And it probably won't ask you to confirm that since you just confirmed ledger. Okay, so there's not enough storage. I've been running into this a lot lately. Let's see, what am I going to take? I'm just going to take Ethereum off. Mind you, you can take off apps. You can add and remove support for the different apps without destroying your private keys. Although I'm a little disappointed because these new firmware updates on the Ledger Nano S were supposed to be able... I don't know. Alright. Let's try Vertcoin. Of course, this could be my ledger. I mean, things have been going nuts lately. Let's see if I can get this guy on there, right? One more try.
Oh, I can see you, I can see you.
This is the fun with doing live, right? Ah, Lord in heaven. All right. Let's try it again. Let's relaunch. So I'm going to have to delete every single cryptocurrency I have on here to make room for Nano. All right, let's try this again. All right. It wants, okay, so now I'm gonna, all right, guys. I disconnected it and reconnected it. Shoot. No, I'm just gonna do it again. All right. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Hey, buddy, what's going on? What?
You're looking at me.
Oh, you're just looking at me? Okay. All right, now. Okay. There we go. I just allowed it. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a new firmware version, looks like. Or it's telling me that that's the firmware I'm using. Okay. Let's try and install Nano again and see if it lets me. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. All right, so what have I got on here? Stellar, Bitcoin, Digibyte. All right, let's take Digibyte off. Okay, Digibyte's gone. Let's take Stellar off. Let's just take off every single cryptocurrency that is interfering with me at this point. Okay, Stellar's gone. All right, let's take Litecoin off. Okay, where are we here? Okay, Litecoin. Where are you? There it is. Okay, let's take Litecoin off. Okay, let's try Nano.
That didn't look like healing to me.
Oh. Wow, this must be a bug. I cannot seem to get Nano to install on here. It is just not cooperating with me. I don't know if that was your problem when you asked me this question, or if you just had no idea, but I'm having a difficult time getting the Nano app installed on my ledger. I don't know why. Perhaps my ledger is dead. Okay. Alright, I got Tron and Bitcoin on here. There is this. It's impossible that I don't have room. It really is got to, it's just impossible that I don't have room on this thing.
Ouch.
You can see your face? Alright. Okay, guys, let's take a different tack. Let's go back over here to Chrome. And we'll use the old manager. See if we can get the old manager to work. Sometimes you have to... Sometimes troubleshooting is all we have left. Okay, where are we? Hey, buddy. Okay, here we go. Nano. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know what the problem is, but it won't let me install anything on here. So much for that question. Okay, so you have to install Nano support, and then after you've installed Nano support, you would add Nano as a cryptocurrency in Ledger Live or in the app. Come on, sweetheart. Can you go play? Okay. Well, that was a bust, wasn't it? All right. So let's see if I can get some of these other apps back on there, right? Yeah. That was really weird. I mean, I can't understand why it won't let me install. All right. So moving on. Let's move on. Sorry about that. All right. So, and then after if you manage to get Nano installed, then you would add Nano as an account. It's not even there. Nah, 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 nah. Yes, Nano is sticking his. I'm gonna have to do a video on how you install Nano. Obviously, it's not compatible with Ledger Live, and you're gonna have to go over to the app. And probably Ledger Nano Bitcoin. Yeah. All right. So sorry about that, guys. I can't get that. The Ledger is not cooperating with me. All right. So. Oh, okay. You're required to use the Nano Vault and import the address from the Ledger once downloaded. And when you send, you just open the app on your Ledger device to confirm the send. Ah, okay. So that would be Nano Vault. Obviously, I've never tried to install Nano before. Okay, right. All right. It's very similar to the way Tron works. Tron has its own desktop app, which can access the Tron that is stored on the Ledger Nano S. So that was a no prep. Okay. Yes, you're right, Elizabeth. Someone from the SEC dissented. Her name was Hester M. Pierce. Published a statement of official dissent for the SEC's decision about Bitcoin. They basically said that it was not resistant to manipulation, which is kind of funny because stocks are manipulated all the time. Large companies borrow money at with no interest, very low interest rate loans, and then they buy back their own stock to pump up their price. Most companies these days, their stock price has no correlation to their company growth or revenue. They're just pumping up their own stock using buybacks and other types. So if that's not manipulation, I don't know what is. But apparently Bitcoin is too vulnerable to manipulation. That was their decision. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Antonio is asking me about digibyte mining. I did a video on digibyte mining. And there are some hiccups with the digibyte mining pool, I believe, on YIMP. And I believe that's the issue. You don't get, the rewards don't get paid out consistently. You'll mine consistently, like you'll mine every night, or you'll mine 24/7. I don't know what you're doing, but I usually mine at night after I go to bed, and it'll pay out rewards, you know, for a few days that are fairly consistent, and then all of a sudden you get nothing for 2 or 3 days, and then you'll get some later, but it never seems like, taken as a whole, that you're getting, it seems like you're getting shafted, is what it seems like. So I don't know, there may be other pools where you can mine Digibyte, but the YIMP pool seems to be a little crazy. Now you might try, let's go to YIMP. You might try switching your server if you can. I don't know that you can. This is Digibyte, DGB. That is the, I'll show you my, let's see, the Digibyte here. So, you know, you use your algorithm that they've provided down there. So put that under there. DGB, right? You use the Skeen algorithm. You use the 4399 port. You put the address of your Digibyte wallet. The other stuff can kind of stay the same. And then you start mining. And this is the address that they give you, YIMP, yimp.eu. And it changed. A couple of months ago it was different, but it's changed. It's been the same for the last couple of months since I did the video. So if your bat file looks like this, it should be pointed in the right direction. Now, so this is what I do. I just, like, you know, if I'm not happy with the results that I'm getting from mining a particular coin, I'll switch over to a different coin. Or, you know, I'll just keep at it and hope that things will even out in the end. But it's basically, if you've got everything like this, you're doing everything right. It's the mining pool. It's not your wallet, you know, because you can send crypto, like you could buy Digibyte and send it to the wallet, and that works just fine, right? It's probably not your wallet. It's, you know, most likely the mining pool is spotty, you know, and you're pretty much at the mercy of these mining pools. There's not much you can do about it. So maybe try a different one for a while and then switch back to Digibyte. Okay, Parley, you'd love it if I did a video on the VeChain wallet. VeChain. You got some VIN. You worried you missed the opportunity to convert to VET? Okay. It's, you know, it's hard to know. Okay, so I'll put that on my list. I'll check it out. You know, it seems like some conversions are sort of like it's a deadline and there's not much you can do about it, and then others like Tron, they'll allow you to still convert. But that was a ERC20 to a mainnet. I don't know about this whole VEN to VET thing, so I'll have to look into that. But hopefully you'll be able to do your conversion and you won't end up with any worthless coin. But I personally, I'm not familiar with this particular coin and these two exchanges. Okay, oh, so it is a ERC20 token. Hopefully they'll allow you to convert them even after the transition. Yeah, and I'm assuming if he followed my video that he was using as his miner the CC miner. Maybe there's a different miner he could try as well. That might be that could be the issue. Hello, Nasser Hamid from Manchester. Thanks for joining me again. Nerd investing, that's us, guys. Just a bunch of nerds. Ah, the cable, thank you. Yeah, that's not bad. I have a different cable. I might try that. Honey, do you have your Ledger Nano S? Can I borrow your cable? Yeah, this cable here.
Where's my cable, you mean?
Yes. May I borrow your cable, please? That's what I would like. Thank you. No, that's not it. Okay. If you can't find it, no big deal. That's it. Yes, thank you, sweetheart. See, I got another cable. I bought a Ledger Nano S for my lovely wife. So we'll try the cable. You know, it's funny you mentioned cables. You know, I've been in tech support for so many years, and I've run into so many issues where it's the darn cable.
No.
Let's see here.
Ow. Are you done, Daddy?
No, I'm not done yet, sweetheart. All right. So let's go back to Ledger Live.
No. No.
And we'll allow Ledger Manager. And we're going to try Nano one more time. I just want to see if I can get it on here. I mean, it was just really frustrating that it wouldn't allow me to install this thing.
How many minutes?
1 hour.
What's 1 hour?
Yeah, I still can't get it to work. Okay. Now you might, if it were anyone else except me, and you are having problems with your ledger, and you would just basically start freaking out, don't freak out, because if you have your 24-word recovery phrase, you can just buy another ledger and restore all your wallets using the backup phrase. So your money, your crypto is not going anywhere as long as you have that 24-word backup phrase. You can even use that 24-word backup phrase with some other types of wallets too. So don't ever freak out when the ledger's giving you a hard time. Just get frustrated. But don't freak out. Don't worry you're going to lose your crypto. Alright, so I don't know what's going on with my ledger. It's not cooperating with me. But thanks for the suggestion. Right, okay. Sometimes, yeah, I might need to take every single app off and put it back on again, and try that. That might be the main thing. That I might need to do a full reset of the Ledger Nano S and restore from backup, and then start over again. And plus, I put my ledger through a lot more than maybe most people because I've done so many videos on the ledger, so I use it a lot. And I've also done a few backups and restores and wipes and rewipes and resets, and so you know, my ledger gets a lot of traffic in and out. So right. So, but like I said, your private keys are safe. Pretty much no matter what you do, you can remove all the apps and reinstall the apps and everything. Your private keys are safe, and even if the ledger itself just like totally, you know, bums out, you can always get another one. What do you want, sweetheart? Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We've started a new family tradition. We go to get gas at 7-Eleven, and we get Slurpees, and that's our thing, right? They have a new shell in our neighborhood with a brand new shiny 7-Eleven, and we went in there so we could see the new 7-Eleven, and I told all my kids that when I was a kid, we used to always walk up to the 7-Eleven and get Slurpees on hot days. So now it's become a new family tradition. Okay, yes, Den, I probably will do a full reset of my ledger and see if that doesn't clear up any problems. Grand Illusion had trouble with the Digibyte miner. Yes. Honey, can you please occupy him? I don't know. All of a sudden, my son is clean today. I don't know why. Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right, so Antonio received a payout for 38 digibyte, right? It kind of like really had backed up there. Regulators turn a blind eye to legacy if they want their payouts. Would you change the end of that code if you have 2 cards in your tower? Okay. So let's take a look at that. CPU priority, blah, 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 blah. I believe if you go, let's try this. What are we doing here? Let's see. Let's try the digi. I'm going to go to the, not really sure what this is. In the README, I believe there's probably, this is algorithm, there's probably a switch for the number of GPUs that you may have. Although I think it just will automatically find more than one GPU. When you run the miner, you'll notice that it just does a check. And I'm thinking if there's 2 GPUs in there, it will find them both. But there's probably, if you look in the README, there's probably like a manual switch that you can add for the number of GPUs that you may have. Ah, here we go. Dual GPU. Looks like here, that T switch, right? T threads, number of miner threads. Huh. Okay. So it looks like the T switch you would put a 2 after the T switch if you had 2 or more GPUs. I haven't tried it out yet. I only have 1 GPU in this unit at the moment. Tron on Binance to okay, so I did a video this week. I say that all the time, don't I? My latest video is converting Tron to ERC20. All right. And that's a good video if you want to check it out. Let me walk through that right now. I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to try to put Ethereum back on here now that I've taken it off. If Ethereum won't install, then we can be certain that it's... Ah, see, that works. So I don't know. It may be something with the Nano app for whatever reason. Okay. So I got Ethereum. So I'm just going to walk you through this. If I've got a Ledger Nano S and I go over here to my Ethereum. Is that Ethereum? Oh, that's Bitcoin. Come on, baby. Ah, there we go. All right, so if we go to Ethereum and hit both buttons, we want to make sure that we're in the settings, that we have browser support at a yes, right? All right. And we're going to go over to, I've already got the Ethereum on here. But I'm not going to use Ledger Live. I'm going to use my Ether wallet. Right, and let's just view wallet info right now. Actually, I don't have any Tron on here at the moment, but this is what you would have to do. Okay, so if there were Tron, which there isn't right now, and you want to send it out, you would send it. Let's do a send, right? So it's just so you can see. So let's assume that you still have some Tron ERC20, right? So you're going to need to switch to Tron, right? I'll use Poly as my example because I do have some Poly. But let's just imagine that we've got some Tron on there, and we need to send it. Now, if you try to send it to a cryptocurrency exchange using a Tron address, my Ether wallet will reject it, right? If you try to send an ERC20 token to any other address than an Ethereum address, it will reject it. So what's the workaround? Okay, so the workaround is you go to your cryptocurrency exchange. I'm gonna have to do a long one here. All right. Unfortunately, I have to use Chrome when I log into Binance to get through that CAPTCHA. It does not, Brave browser will not work. That CAPTCHA will not work when I'm using Brave. All right, so if we go over here to balances and we check our Tron, right? Okay, I want to send my ERC20 Tron. Where are we? I want to send my ERC20 Tron over to Binance for conversion, right? So we go to Binance and we hit deposit Tron, right? And here's what it tells me. It says, notice, if you need to deposit ERC20 Tron tokens to Binance, please send these tokens to your existing ETH deposit address on Binance. We will automatically convert these ERC20 tokens to Tron mainnet tokens for you. So that's the trick, okay? You need to take your Tron and send it to your ETH wallet. So you just go over to your balances, type ETC, right? You got an empty Ethereum wallet, you hit deposit, all right, and there's the QR, or I'm sorry, the Ethereum address. We copy that address, and then we can put that here, right? So the Tron tokens, which I have none at the moment, will like this address, right? And you'll be able to send your Tron to Binance. Now, what happens after that? Binance will take those Tron tokens, all right? You'll send those Tron tokens to the Ethereum address. I sent 45 Tron when I did that video yesterday, and they get converted to mainnet Tron. And let's see if they, so the Tron that I deposited to this address end up in my mainnet Tron wallet, right? So those 45 Tron are in there now, right? And now they're mainnet Tron. So that's how you do it. I think, I don't know if any of the other exchanges support that. Maybe Bittrex, I didn't check Bittrex, but that's how you do it on Binance. You just go to your cryptocurrency account, you open up your Ethereum wallet, you get your Ethereum address, and then you use that address to send your Tron. Now please, please, please make sure that that's the way to do it on the other exchanges, right? This is just how Binance works. I would assume it's similar, but I don't go running out and transferring, you know, 50,000 Tron into your Ethereum address on your who knows what cryptocurrency exchange, and then come crying to me and saying it didn't work. Wait, you know, double check everything. Always send small amounts first to make sure it's working before transferring the bulk of your cryptocurrency holdings. So that's the Tron conversion, right? Pretty straightforward. Also, if you are here and you haven't checked out some of my videos this week, did I do all those? Yeah. Yeah, so since the last Q&A, I did another video on Bitcoin, how to buy Bitcoin and move it to a Ledger Nano S. I did a video on the Uphold wallet. Uphold wallet is a really cool wallet that you can use on desktop or iOS or Android. And then I talked about Steemit and how you can fund your Steemit account. If you're not familiar with Steemit, Steemit is a decentralized social media platform where the Steemit cryptocurrency kind of runs everything, and they give Steem away to end users, and then that Steem can be used to upvote people that you like. So it's similar to Brave, the way Brave works. You get free crypto and you can use it to reward, and it stays within that ecosystem. But with Steemit, you can actually withdraw your Steem if you accumulate it as a content creator. Okay, I'm talking away and you guys are talking. Yes, if you had if you bought your Tron on Binance, it will auto convert. I just did that video because a lot of people bought Tron and they moved it onto a ledger, or they moved it into an Ethereum ERC20 because it was an ERC20 token. So a lot of people had Tron in the wallets, right? And it won't auto convert in your wallet. But if you bought it on Binance or Bittrex or a lot of different cryptocurrency exchanges, if you just bought it on the exchange and left it there, it just auto converted. So you don't have to worry. Elizabeth says the virtual machine happens about 5 days. That's cool. It depends. William Smart's mentioning the Brave. Oh, I see what he's saying. When I want to log into my Binance, I need to turn off my ad blocker. That's interesting. He's probably right. That never really occurred to me. So perhaps if I want to log into my Binance account, I have to go up here and choose I guess shields up or shields down or whatever. Turn off the ad blocker. That's not what I'm looking for. There was another. Actually, I just want to go to this, right? Here we go. So I could allow ads and tracking and probably get logged into my Binance account. Everything's a learning experience, guys. I will try that because I would really like to be able to log into my Binance account in Brave. For Binance, but not KuCoin. All right. Thank you, William. I bought some Bitcoin diamonds and some Litecoin cash. Speculative plays, no doubt. Speculative plays, no doubt. And I am currently holding them at an exchange, but I'm still in the dark about what kind of wallet to store them in. I prefer hardware cold storage and have a Trezor. Okay, I know that Litecoin Cash has their own wallet, which is a fork from the Litecoin Core wallet. So if you, and that would be your primary way to store Litecoin Cash. I forget how you do this. Huh. Can't find it. I think it's Litecoin. Litecoin ca.sh. Okay, yeah, so you can just download the Litecoin wallet. It's basically just it's just like the Bitcoin Core wallet or the Litecoin Core wallet. It's just a fork because it's open source software, and you can download that wallet and move your Litecoin Cash into that wallet. And then when you set up the wallet, there'll be a seed phrase. Once you have moved the Litecoin into the wallet, you could uninstall the wallet and just keep your seed phrase in a safe place. That's tantamount to a Litecoin Cash wallet, or I'm sorry, paper wallet in a way. So, you know, one way to do a paper wallet is to go to a website that generates a paper wallet with like a QR code for you and the private key and everything. But you can also treat your seed phrase as a paper wallet too, because all of the balance of the wallet is contained in the seed phrase. So once you write that seed phrase down when you set up the wallet, you can uninstall the wallet, and then you're in cold storage heaven. That's one way. The other coin I'm not too sure about, Bitcoin Diamond. I don't know if there's, you might try the Bitcoin Diamond website to see if they have a wallet that you could use. It's probably like a Bitcoin Core fork wallet. I don't believe the Trezor supports either of those at the moment, but I don't know Trezor that well, but I know Nano doesn't support Litecoin Cash or Bitcoin Diamond. They might support Bitcoin Diamond. I don't know. MSU93 is asking me about a withdrawal limit per day. Yeah, it depends on the cryptocurrency exchange, but some of them have a withdrawal limit, and I believe it's, I think Binance, Bittrex, I'm not sure. I think it's like 2 Bitcoin per day, you know, which is pretty generous. And that's if you're not there's a word for it, identified, right, or verified, right? If you have an unverified account, which means that you haven't uploaded your ID or your passport, you're basically just using an email address and maybe 2-factor authentication. They give you 2 Bitcoin daily with withdrawal limit. And then when you verify your account with your identifying documentation, they raise that to, I think, 10, right? So, and, you know, if you need to withdraw more than 10 a day, then I envy you. But, right? So, yeah, each cryptocurrency exchange has its own withdrawal limits. Simple EOS wallet, I think. Oh, I tried this. The problem that I had with Simple EOS was that I downloaded the wallet, I tried to install it, or I installed the wallet, and then it said something like, oh, you can't hold EOS unless you're registered on the EOS blockchain. And if you're not registered on the blockchain, you're going to have to send this invitation to somebody you know that is on the EOS blockchain. Well, I didn't know anybody on the EOS blockchain, so I kind of got stuck. So the wallet is simple enough to download and install, but the problem that I ran into was registration. I did not register my EOS before the transition, and so it's a little bit of a tricky situation the way EOS works. You know, plus it's a foreign company, and their iOS was not, you know, you weren't allowed to participate in the I'm sorry, I meant the ICO in the US, so it was a little thick, right? So it has something to do with registering, and I kind of gave up on it. It was just a little bit too involved, and I only had 8 EOS. You know, I guess if you have like 10,000 EOS, you'd be more motivated to go get this taken care of. But it has to do with registering your EOS address on the EOS blockchain. There's probably a way to do it outside of this wallet. In fact, I ran across a particular wallet that said it was going to do it for you for free, and I was going to do a video on it, and then somehow I lost that information and I couldn't find the wallet again. Okay, yeah, so I'll turn shields off and then I should be able to log into my Binance account using Brave browser. So that'll work.
Are you pink?
Yeah, so I hope that was helpful, Charles. Thank you. Antonio Perez. Oh, okay, so he's asking about the Digibyte. You know, I did these videos on cryptocurrency mining for casual miners. I didn't do a video on how to build a rig or anything. I just did some videos on how to casually mine on your own computer using your built-in or your graphics card if you had a gaming rig. But it's not really that profitable. It's kind of fun, and it's a good way to get your toes wet. But I did, if you'll notice, I think I mentioned in one of these, the Vertcoin that I currently own, I mined this year. It's a bit down right now, but I think it was around $50 not too long ago. And the Digibyte that I mined, oh, I thought I had more than that. Okay. Oh, it's $57. Actually, I have to, you know, full disclosure, I bought some Digibyte, and I transferred it over from, I think I bought maybe $50 worth of Digibyte at some point. I don't know exactly how much it was, but a lot of that Digibyte I mined. Right? I think I bought 800. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I have to be. But the Vertcoin for sure. I've never bought any Vertcoin at all, and it's worth $54. And that, but you know, it's July, and I started mining like in January, February. And mind you, I wasn't very consistent about it. I didn't, you know, religiously turn on my miner every night. So you can get a little bit. It's not going to pay for the card though. But like I mentioned, I already had the card, right? I bought the card because I wanted a good gaming rig. So this was just kind of icing on the cake for me. So, but it's not really like super profitable with a single GPU, but it's fun. Good. Tron's virtual machine won't require gas. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really excited about Tron. It's funny that there's been all this great news coming out about Tron, and I've made several videos about Tron, transferring Tron from the ledger, and converting Tron, which has got quite a few views, and storing Tron on the Ledger Nano S that I did in July. That's got a nice amount of views, but the price is just, ever since they went onto the mainnet, their price has just been around 4 cents, and you know, it was up to 8 cents ahead of the launch. And then when the launch came and it was successful, smashing success, the price went down. But I expect great things from Tron in the future, so we'll see, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, I hate to say this, but it really, at this point in time, the cryptocurrency market kind of relies on the price of Bitcoin. I look forward to the day when we won't need, that Bitcoin won't matter, right? That all of the cryptocurrencies will have their own place, and it won't matter if the price of Bitcoin is up or down. But right now, the way the market is, they tend to follow Bitcoin up and down. So when Bitcoin is in hot and in the news, the rest of the altcoins kind of follow suit to a certain extent. I wish that were not the case, but that seems to be the way it is. So if Bitcoin can hit a new high this year, which I'm hoping that it will, then the rest of the cryptocurrency market will get back to where it was too. Mind you, you know, a lot of the cryptos that we're talking about, the top 10, the top 20, were much higher in December of 2017. So I mean, Cardano was $1 back in December. IOTA was $3. Litecoin was like $300. Ethereum was like $1,200. And of course, Bitcoin was around 20 grand. So if Bitcoin can reclaim its high, if it can reclaim its all-time high this year, we'll see. I think we'll see all these other altcoins will follow suit. That's just my opinion. If your Tron is already on Binance, can you transfer it to the Nano S? Yes, you can. And basically, what you do is you gonna have to put in my PIN again. That little boy. He wants to go to 7-Eleven. All right. All right, so if you have Tron on Binance and you want to move it over, I think I showed you. We go into our Tron app, right? And we go to the Tron Scan wallet. Now you can do this. I noticed that they didn't have it anymore on their website, or at least not where it was before. But they used to have it on the home page. You could download the Tron desktop. Whoops. Oh, that was weird. These Tron wallets, they take you over to these Tron wallets, and they don't have that Tron desktop anymore. But you can do this right on there. Operation. Huh. Yeah, they've rearranged their whole website now. It's like I can't find that. There's the Tron Wallet desktop, Tron Wallet web, Tron Wallet Chrome. Yeah, they used to have this Tron desktop, which I can't find anymore on their website. So I hesitate to show you how to use it that way. But you can just go to TRX, or you can just go to Explorer, right? And this is it right here. This is within the web browser. So I don't know if there's a... okay. Actually, I think you could do Tron Scan. Yeah, it's there's a GitHub release for it. Right? So I'll copy that in there. That's where you download the wallet. This is the latest version of it. You download your Windows. I don't know why it's 32 and 64. All right, you enter your ledger, and then you go to your Tron Scan. You could, like I said, you could do it from the website too. I kind of like the yeah, I kind of like the desktop version of it. You can see it looks just like the desktop. I mean, it looks just like their web interface. And you go to Wallet, and well, I'm going to sign out. You basically go to Wallet, and you say Open Wallet, and you choose Ledger, right? Since we've entered the ledger, we've entered the Tron app on the ledger, and then we open the wallet, and there we go, right? There's a little bit of Tron in there. So all we have to do is go over to Binance, right? And we'll go to Tron, and we want to make a withdrawal, right? And where are we going to withdraw to? We're going to withdraw to... This is the address right here, right? So we copy that into the clipboard, and then we roll back over here to Binance, paste that address in there, and I'm just going to withdraw 60. I'll take 100, right? All right, that's it. All we need is the Tron address of the wallet and the amount. Submit. Enter your two-factor authentication code. All right, you're going to need to confirm the email that they send you. All right. And we confirm that, and we're in business, right? It tells you that it's processing that. It took 1 Tron out for fees. And then we go back over here to the Tron wallet. And I don't know if there's any way to refresh this, but it will come in eventually. And that's it. So you've got this Ledger Tron app. If you don't have the Tron app, you would go over to the Tron or the Ledger Manager and install the Tron. All right. I'm going to exit out. Yeah, I'm trying to do too many things at the same time. Ah, okay, there it is. We were doing this earlier. You would just install Tron. Some people have had a little bit of issue installing this Tron. If it doesn't work from here, then you can go. The old fallback would be to use the Chrome app, Ledger Manager, to install Tron support. It's pretty much the same. Same interface. I think you can use either one now, although this eventually will get phased out. And then go down to Tron, install your Tron support, enter the Tron app, and then the Tron scan software will, I'm going to go back into my Tron here. And it's going to take a little while, but the Tron will show up here. I did some Tron power just for the heck of it. So you can ignore that. That's not, I should be getting 99, so it's going to be like, I'll have 100.8 in a few minutes. Right? And you can kind of, when you do a transfer from Binance, you can kind of watch it here, right? And just kind of keep an eye on what's going on. And at some point, it's just going to tell you that that it's completed, right? Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. Thanks for all that news about Tron. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope everything works out for the best. Hi, Antonio. I'm confusing you with Grand Illusion. You're a newbie and just mined my first 3 coins ever. Now I want more. I like it. Sorry about that, Antonio. I didn't mean to get you confused. Richard, thanks for joining me. We're talking about Tron. We're talking about moving Tron from Binance into your own Tron wallet. Ledger supports Tron. I did a video not too long ago, my latest video, about how to convert your ERC20 Tron. And I've talked a little bit about Steemit as well. And I have a pretty good video on how to use Steemit, how to put some money in your Steemit wallet, which is fun. Uphold is a new wallet that I'm using. When I signed up for BAT, Basic Attention Token payments with Brave browser, their default wallet is Uphold, so I thought it was a pretty cool wallet. So I did some videos on that. Did a video on buying Bitcoin on Coinbase, which is funny, you know. I do these videos and I just assume that everybody knows about this stuff, but most of the, you know, if you look at my videos, the one that gets the most views is how to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. Right. I changed the title a little bit to get a little more views, but it should get more views, I think, if Bitcoin gets another high. And then these Litecoin videos that I did, Litecoin Cash videos. And then here's one on moving Litecoin. So basically the most watched videos are the ones that are the most basic stuff. Hi, Stacy. Is there a wallet that will hold Theta? Is Theta a, let's see. Let's go back here. Let's check our Tron scan wallet. Yeah, see, there it is. Yay, we got our Tron. All right. So, who was asking me about that? Lytton. So, Lytton, there you go. We just moved some Tron from Binance to our Tron scan wallet, which we opened from the ledger, which basically means the Tron is on the blockchain. The private key is stored on the ledger. We're not actually putting Tron on the ledger. We just have a Tron private key on here, which controls that particular Tron address. So since I have the private key, I'm the only one that can move Tron out of this wallet. People can send me Tron, and they're welcome to, but the main control is that private key and the private key is stored in here, and I never see it. I don't have to see it. I control it through the Ledger Nano interface. There are other ways to store Tron. I've got some other videos. There's like a desktop Tron wallet that works pretty well. If you're, if you don't have a ledger and you want to put some Tron in your own wallet, the Tron Watch wallet. And they have that here. It's a fairly decent wallet. The Tron Watch wallet desktop. They've got these two web apps and this Chrome app. You could use those. I'm not a big fan of web wallets, really. Although I do use MetaMask. MetaMask is pretty cool. Doesn't seem to work very well. Okay. There's MetaMask. That's for Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, though. Doesn't work for Tron. So, I hope that answered your question about Tron. Theta. We were talking about Theta, right? We were going to see if... Alright, so Theta. First thing I do for a crypto is I check to see if it's listed, right? And if it's listed, we look at its longevity. It's been around since January of this year. Is it an ERC20 token? I'm not sure. I don't see a wallet. Okay. All right, so it's an ERC20 token. So if you you can store, if you have Theta, you can just move it onto your Ledger Nano S address on MyEther wallet. Right? It would show up down here. So if we go down to show all tokens, let's scroll down to say LMNOP, QRST. There. It's an ERC20 token. You can store it in MyEther wallet by transferring it to this Ethereum address right here. Right? So you can use a Ledger Nano S with MyEther wallet. You can just create a private key. You can use MetaMask. So yeah, you can store Theta in a lot of different places because it's an ERC20 token. So if you if you want more meat than just that, let's try that. Right, here's this video right here. How to buy ERC20 tokens and transfer them to your Ledger Nano S. I walk you through it step by step in this video. If you're interested in any kind of ERC20 token. So if Stacy, if you've got some theta on an exchange, you can watch that video and I'll show you step by step how to move it onto the My Ether wallet website to an Ethereum address as an ERC20 token. Yes, thank you, Scott. It took me a minute to figure it out. I should be reading these instead of like trying to answer these on my own. You guys are much better at answering their questions than I am. Byteball. Its wallet is quite nice and the project is very interesting. Okay. I'm always open to new videos, ideas. Sometimes I get a little stuck, writer's block, or whatever you want to call it. Let's go back here. What should I do next, right? Okay. Okay, and they've got their own wallet, which is cool. Okay. So they've got Windows, Mac, iOS. Okay. So you just install the wallet, and then you'll need to buy some. Usually they... yeah, here we go. Okay, so you can buy it on Bittrex. I would prefer Bittrex to any of these, but you know, it's completely up to you. You might find better deals on some of these smaller exchanges, but yeah, if it's on Bittrex, then it's probably a pretty you know, up on the up and up cryptocurrency. Let's see here. Let's go back here. Is that the same thing? Huh. Okay. Let's try CoinGecko. Oops. Okay, I guess that's it. Byteball Bytes. See if it takes me to the same website. Let's try this. Same thing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, you could buy some on Bittrex and transfer it into the Byteball wallet. Right? So yeah, I could probably do a video on that. No problem, Stacy. I hope you that's a good exercise too. Once you've learned how to move an ERC20 token, you can do it for all kinds of different ERC20 tokens. Very good. No, Grand Illusion, I don't know. Signed up for 300 gigabyte downloads from Comcast, and they just informed me that since I've started mining, I am now using 700 gigabytes per month. Don't know about that. Now I've had Spectrum for quite some time. It was Time Warner before that, and I used to download a lot of movies back in the old days before all of the video streaming services just allowed you to buy them directly on your TV. I downloaded quite a few movies, and I used to use a lot, but I've never had my cable company contact me and tell me that I'm using too much bandwidth. So I don't know if that's what Comcast told you, or you just saw it on your bill. I don't know. That sounds a bit extreme, because I really don't know that you use that much bandwidth to mine with your GPU. It seems a lot to me, honestly. I'll have to look into that. It seems like a lot. Is there anybody that asked a question that hasn't been answered at the moment? Oh, I should have said this at the beginning, but I would encourage everyone to check out the description in this video and check I put my DLive, so if follow me on DLive or Steemit, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna start trying to do some live streams on DLive, and would encourage all of you guys that like to watch my Friday stream to check me out on DLive. I was thinking maybe of trying it tonight after I sign off here around 7:30. I'm going to switch over to DLive for a bit and see how that works. I don't think I have any followers. I have some followers on DLive. They may or may not watch me, but I don't know if it's going to work. I've never... Whoops. Wrong app. I didn't mean to launch that. Just let it do its thing. All right. And I would encourage you to check out Crypto Daughter. She's got a video now. Did I spell that right? Crypto Daughter has her own YouTube channel now. She did a video playing Robeats, so I'd encourage you to check her out. Alright, that's an interesting picture there. Okay, do you know if you can sell your crypto on the Uphold site and then transfer fiat back to your bank card? But that's a very good question, and I believe you can. If we log into our Uphold wallet, whoops, sorry. Let's close some of these. I'm going to leave that one. Uphold. Where were we? Okay. Yes, I believe that's one of the main advantages of Uphold. So it's another way to cash out as opposed to Coinbase. So because as far as I know, the only way to cash out my crypto is through Coinbase. So I have Binance and Bittrex, but I can't use them to cash out. All I can do is withdraw crypto from them and store it in my wallet. So if I want to cash out, then I'm going to need to go to Coinbase and cash out. And I have connected my bank account, and I've transferred some money in from my bank account. At the moment, I've just got some BAT in it right now. But the US dollar card, if I wanted to send to my bank account, I'll just click send and choose Chase, and then put in the amount and hit confirm, and it will transfer the money back to my bank account. Now it might take 5 to 7 days, but it supposedly that's one of its functions. I haven't tried it yet, but let's say you put a bunch of you bought a bunch of Bitcoin and you had it here, or let's just take the Brave example. Let's say this BAT, the basic attention token, explodes this year, and this 89.55 turns into $300, right? And I would like to withdraw 100 of it. So I can transfer it over to the US dollar card, and then once I have that balance on the US dollar card, I would choose send to bank, and I could withdraw whatever I want out of my US dollar card and send to my bank. So yeah, Uphold is another good way to cash out of your cryptocurrency holdings if you need to. Yeah, I mean, you're not really selling it. You sort of are. So I have BAT, and they call it transfer, right? So I'm transferring a value from my BAT card to my dollar card. And technically I'm selling the BAT for dollars. But the way this wallet works, it's like a transfer. And they charge me a small fee, right, for the exchange. And then once it's converted to the US dollars on the US dollar card, I can send it to the bank, and that works. No problem. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to cash out. And that's kind of the idea, Uphold as the default wallet for the Brave browser micropayments. So as a content creator, they'll send you BAT to the Uphold wallet, and then some of this BAT was deposited by the Brave browser payments. Some of it I bought. But over time, let's say if I'm getting a lot of payments on a monthly basis, I could just cash out whenever I need some extra cash, right? Yes, you can move from Ledger to Uphold. That's pretty easy too. That I can show you. Have to enter my PIN again. So I'm going to quit the Tron app. Let's go over to Ledger Live. Let's just go to Bitcoin. Well, I guess I all right, let's do this one. All right, so let's send this Bitcoin out. I need to go into my Bitcoin app. All right. All right, and let's send Bitcoin. Where are we going to send it? Let's send it to the Uphold wallet, right? So we go over here. We're going to choose add funds, and we're going to choose from fund with cryptocurrency, and we'll use a Bitcoin address, and it's going to generate a Bitcoin address for me. Notice it's not a SegWit address. All right, and then we'll go back over here to Ledger Live. Whoops. Put that address in there. How much are we going to send? I wish it would just let me max it out. That would be nice. But it doesn't. Alright, so 0.0025. Alright, so I'll send $20 of Bitcoin from my ledger to my Uphold. Alright, it wants me to verify. Alright, so I verify the transaction. And I verify this, the fees. And the transaction is successfully broadcast. Alright, it's not confirmed yet. As you can see there, the balance decreased here. And we'll just take a look over an Uphold. And check out the Bitcoin wallet. Go to activity. And you can see that I got a little bit of Bitcoin coming in, right? It's going to need to fully verify, confirm, and then it'll be. So that moved the Bitcoin that I had in my Ledger wallet into my Uphold wallet. So there's, once you get the hang of receiving addresses, it's just a matter of finding the right receiving address. If you want to move something out, you just need an address, right? And you always want to make sure that you use the right address for the cryptocurrency that you're using. Don't try to send Bitcoin to a Litecoin address. Don't try and send Ethereum to a Bitcoin address. That will, you'll lose your cryptocurrency. It'll be gone, right? And there won't be any tech support to call to get it back, right? Now, sometimes on Coinbase, when you do, when you try to send to a bad address, it'll eventually time out and it'll come back. It'll bounce back to you. But if you're using a cryptocurrency wallet and you send crypto out to the wrong address, it's gone, baby. So be very careful when you send cryptocurrency back and forth. Thanks. I helped her edit the video a bit. But she's the one that played the game. Sure, no problem, Segwit. Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that you can use Uphold in Hawaii. That's great. Right, that's really cool. Yeah, I have, that's funny that Hawaii's like that. I had another user that was telling me that they had a problem being in Hawaii, that their banks wouldn't allow them to purchase crypto. But maybe that was just Coinbase. So Uphold is a good solution for you. All right. My suggestion to that user, I don't know if it was you, was if you know somebody in the mainland that you can fully trust, a brother, sister, mother, you know, have them help you, you know, open a Coinbase account. Somehow maybe send them US dollars and have them make deposits for you. But yeah, I don't understand why Hawaii is like that. Ah, with the Bank of Internet, you can use Uphold. Very nice. Very nice indeed. That's good to know. Okay, guys, so I'm about to wrap up. I'm going to try to go over to DLive for a little while and see if I can get live on DLive. So I think I have my DLive in the description down below. I've got my DLive handle there. You can check out DLive and follow me and see if I show up over there. But 99 problems and Uphold isn't one. That's good. All right, once again, guys, thank you for joining me, and I'll exit out with this advice. Working the hamster wheel 8 hours a day is not the key to happiness, right? Trying new technology, putting yourself out there, on social media, whether you're a content creator, you want to create a YouTube channel or a D-Live channel, or a blog, or you know, you want to write about a particular subject, be it politics or health or gardening, whatever it is, you want to do videos, I encourage you, get out there, do what your passion is. There's great opportunity online now to earn a little bit of passive income from that. And so I encourage all of you to follow your passion. Go out there, start a YouTube channel with a webcam or your phone, and talk about what drives you, what your passion is, exercise, food, sports, whatever it is. I encourage you to go out there and get off that hamster wheel, guys. Once again, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again next week. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell there that you can use that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.